What's up, everybody? Rudy here. As you can see behind me, I'm back down here at Universal Studios Hollywood for the first time this summer because I heard they're doing technical rehearsals today from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that is my top priority. Let's try and get on this thing. It's just 10 minutes before 9 and they're already letting people in the queue. So I'm glad I woke up early today. My calculations were correct. Looks like it's happening. It can't be this easy. I don't want to jinx it, but unbelievable. Oh, they even have a single rider. Oh boy. I'm not gonna get to see the queue, but that's okay. Straight to the lockers, huh? Wow. Let me get settled in and we'll talk about what just happened. So it took them a little while to get the ride running, right? Like maybe 30 minutes. So right around 9:30, the line started moving. Single rider went pretty quick. Like once the line started moving, it was less than 10 minutes. And I got lucky enough to be right there in the front row of the Charger for my very first ride. I'll just kind of, without spoiling it too much, I'll just try and describe to you what the ride was like. Once you hop in the car, immediately you kind of feel the engine rumbling. It's just like you're in a muscle car. It kind of almost stalls out. It's like, it feels real. Once the ride gets going, the engine revs up. You start shifting gears. The only thing that it didn't do was the speedometer didn't move, but it looked like it was going to at first. It looked like it was going to start revving up, but my goodness, the sensation in that it feels like you're riding in a car, and then you're like drifting around the corners. Kind of almost sort of reminded me of the ride X too, the way it kind of goes the opposite. When you're going in an inversion, it goes kind of the opposite. It's a weird sensation. Man, I couldn't have been luckier for my first ride. That was absolutely incredible. So one thing that you do have to put everything in a locker except for sunglasses. I want to find out if I can do a wrist strap GoPro, but they have lockers provided for free. You have to put everything in there, your hat, everything out of your pockets. They check the metal detector before going up. So that's why I wasn't able to film. Man, I'm gonna try and hit that again before I leave. Incredible. It's currently 20 minutes after 10, and the line's stretching. There you go. So they've closed the line to Fast and Furious right down here by Funland around 10:20. Look at how far that thing goes. If I was smart and thinking properly, what I should have done is just, once I got off the ride, turned around and got right back on. Honestly, I'm pretty okay with the one ride if that's what it comes to. I can't say I've ever seen Krusty out here before. I'm not gonna say hi to him, but I just wanted to point him out. I always feel awkward talking to characters. I'd rather just talk to myself. All those people are in line for Fast and Furious. We got a 10-minute wait here for studio tour.
Watch your arms, hands, feet, head, and step. Keep in mind this tour doesn't
I'm thinking
about 45
I might get a whole car to myself.
Minute, y'all. Do me a favor here off to your left-hand side on the
That'd
counter.
be unprecedented.
Let's to our studio tour ambassadors getting us.
But it's probably not going to happen because we got people coming over here. Oh yeah, there's people coming.
Oh,
dang.
fun fact, I'm in what I call my
that would have been cool.
sports.
Jaws is
Hey Frank,
one of the
heads up, buddy. You see it?
on the Mega Movie Summer this year. So I'll go ahead and show this.
Frank? Well, I don't think he can hear me if I'm being quite frank. I think we were just going to say goodbye to Frank.
How many times a day do you think this guy dies?
And say hello to our lovely...
Probably like close to, what, 50? If you add the length of the tram versus how many tram cars they have.
Okay, I'm going to shoot from here on out. Everything will be totally peachy keen. Nothing else could possibly go wrong. Ah, I'm not scared, you're scared.
That's good. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hey, there you are. Looking all over for you. I decided I'm going to go ahead and try my luck again. See if I can't get on this thing. All right, I couldn't resist it. I'm here. This is what I'm here for. This is where I'm starting. It's 11:45. We're going to go for this. See if I can't go round 2. Made sure and use the restroom, get all my snacks and drinks, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Got bad news. They're currently experiencing a brief delay. Why couldn't you wait till I was under the freaking building? Is it like 91 today? Look at that, a little perfectly placed refreshment stand there. Just when you've been standing in the heat long enough. All right, we're moving again. About an hour almost. We're going single rider again. Thank you. Here we go, round 2. The double-sided locker thing is kind of cool. All right, that's officially ride number 2, but at the end of the ride, we got stuck up on this platform right here for like 10 minutes. All in all, it took about 2 hours total. Sure. So I got stopped to do a survey, but I'm just saying my pasty, bald ass can't be sitting in the sun for that long. 10 minutes was too long. If they're gonna have that continue to be an issue, they need to put a canopy on that thing, or I might die next time. But other than that, round 2 was incredible. I got the second car in the train, which was the, I don't know, it was the orange car from Hollywood Drift. And I can confirm that every car is a different experience as far as spinning and all that, but also every car sounds authentic and looks authentic. I'm gonna try and hit this thing one more time before I go today. So to be 100% accurate, I rode Han's 1997 Honda RX-7 for ride number 2. I'm gonna take this opportunity real quick to come and look at the merchandise in the 101 Exchange. They're celebrating 25 years of Fast and the Furious, as well as the opening of the ride, obviously coming soon, official opening. Looks like they got models of all the movie cars here, including the Nissan Skyline GTR. I believe this is the other car that's on the ride. I don't know what is it the same car? I'm not sure. I think it is. They just changed the paint job. Honestly, never really that impressed with Universal's merch. They haven't quite made me want to buy all that much. I feel like, in general, Disney's merch is much more irresistible than Universal. The last car on the train is the Supra right there. So hopefully I can get on at least 3 different cars today. That's about it. I do plan on riding this at least one more time with my Express Pass after 3. So I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat before that. All right, so your pretty basic Bumblebee Man asada tacos here with some salsa and a water. That's $19 total. Honestly, I've had this in the past. It's really not all that impressive, but I have to work with what I have, being that I have celiacs. There's only so many options. This is one of the better options, to be honest. Just 2 small corn tacos, some mid, maybe like if I had to rank them 1 to 10, like 4.5 chips. The salsa is pretty decent though. All right, it's currently 2:15. I'm trying to time this thing just right for ride number 3. My Express Pass opens up at 3. I'll take the long way around to the back of the line. Just wanted to mention that I did ask a cast member on the way here if you can use a GoPro if it's strapped to your wrist. He said no. The only way you can bring anything on this ride, even though I've seen ride footage, maybe it was from this, but you can only bring a camera on the ride if it's sunglasses strapped to your head. Otherwise, you have to have your camera passed by some technical examination, blah, 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 whatever. He did try to explain it to me, which was very nice, but just know that you're not allowed to bring anything on this ride, hat, anything without, other than your sunglasses. All right, let's get a quick cool down before I step in line. Oh boy. Oh, one more. Woo! All right, this didn't go exactly as I planned it. The end of the line is much shorter this time, so I was kind of thinking I'd be out here around 45 minutes, but I don't know, I might be cutting it too close. If it happens where I get in there before 3 o'clock, maybe I'll just have to ride it 4 times today. We'll see how it goes. Wow, this is going way too fast. I'm definitely gonna have to ride this a 4th time. Dang it. Do I go for all 4 cars? Is that the new challenge? I'm starting to see that there's another hang up here where the lockers get full. So there's a line within the line. So you gotta stand here and wait for the lockers to open up. Also, you gotta check in with the lady here and she gives you a card. You don't use your pass. She gives you a locker card that you use to open and close your locker. Just notice you can see the cars running through the screen up here. The important thing is to just remember your color and your letter. When you get to the other side, you just scan your ticket and your door will pop open. And I gotta remember the exact locker number. E section this time. Here's my bag. Water. That. Camera. Alright. So ride number 3, I got the Skyline. Hold on one sec. So here's the wild thing about that, is not only did I get on 3 different cars, but I got on 3 different cars in a row from front to back. So now all I have to do is ride the Supra, the last car in the train. Just by chance that happened. I have to say, like, that last ride might have been the best one yet. I wonder if the back is better than the front. We'll have to see. All right, currently 3:36. Jumping right back in line for ride number 4. I can't even believe this is happening. I mean, I had an idea of maybe this might happen, but I didn't think it was really gonna happen. Not even 5 minutes back in the line for technical rehearsals. The only thing is, you know, now that it's 3:30, the Express, you know, all us annual pass holder, platinum pass holders are here to ride. Still, having said that, not too bad. It almost might be faster to ride single, but I'm gonna try this side, try something different. Man, as the day goes on, it's getting a little more chaotic, but since I'm going a different route, I wanted to show you what's different. Usually I would have to put my stuff in a locker right over there when single rider, but I'm gonna get to hold on to it a little longer. So as you go through here, they have all these screens showing clips from the movie and they're bumping music. This is the regular line. This is Express, and that's your single rider right there. Here it goes. Oh! A lot of people tapping out here. A lot of people tapping out. How long did you guys wait? Yeah? Cool. So basically this is my single rider. You go through this short line here, turn the corner, go through the metal detectors, and then 3 flights of stairs and you're on. If you get inside the building here, it's no more than an hour wait if you're doing single rider. All right, I get to experience a little bit of the queue here. Another thing they have is these QR codes. Let's see what they have. So it takes you Backlot Club. Can you see this? 1 check-in done, 5 more to go. Let's go watch a video. Seems like these are like special videos for specifically made for the ride, I guess. Oh yeah, they're like little backstory. I'll watch that later. Check out these cars, man. There we go, got one. For this one, you use your annual pass. Bag. Water.
Supra?
That.
Oh, the Philips are.
Camera. Alright. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything. Alright, let's walk over to the overlook here real quick and we'll talk about that last ride. Dude, this ride is wild. Absolutely wild. So let's talk about my last ride. My very last ride, I did accomplish the mission of 4 cars on 4 separate rides. I started, the first ride was at the front of the Charger. The last ride was at the very last seat in the Supra. And I have to say, oh man, they stopped right there. I wonder what happened. Uh-oh. That's technical difficulty for sure. Oh, let's get a shot of this real quick. They're stuck. They broke down. That sucks. They were right behind me in line right there too. The people in the front. Ah, that's a bummer. I wanted to show you. So when you're in the back car and you're coming down this way, this whole stretch where you're flying down the hill here and you come up around that bend and you, oh my goodness, you're throttled. It was going so fast the rest of the way. I gotta say, I truly believe that last car is the best car. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say that. Look at that. I feel sorry for them that they got caught up at the middle there, but yeah, you're getting the most speed at the very end of that coaster. But no matter which car you're on, it's still an awesome ride. I can't believe I actually rode it 4 times today. What a loser. One last shot. See if they get stuck. Now they breezed right through. All right, so let's see if you can see them as they go up over the hoop there. You're absolutely flying when you come down that thing in the last car. Woo! Absolutely incredible day today. I guess the only thing I have left to do now is ride it at night.
I could fall asleep.
Oh wow! We're just not making up the hill. Alright guys, but all joking aside, I really can't believe how lucky I got today. What an amazing day, I couldn't have asked for more. Having said that, I am coming up on 1,000 subscribers, currently as of the making of this video at 9:18. So if you enjoyed hanging out today, please consider subscribing. And other than that, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace. Bonus footage. Forgot to mention the whole new perimeter that they put up around Universal, where all the security gates are like before you enter what you call it, City Walk now. Just wanted to mention that real quick. It's a little bit weird to navigate today. I was tempted to go try it one more time for ride number 5, but figured I'll save one thing for the next visit, which is a night ride. A little something for next time, you know what I'm saying? All right, for real this time. Peace.